Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now. If you've been paying attention to the recent developments with the Washington Commanders, you know that things are heating up in a big way. The team just faced a tough challenge on Thursday Night Football, going head-to-head against the Green Bay Packers. Unfortunately, the result wasn't the one they hoped for. The Commanders, despite their efforts, fell short, dropping their record to 1-1. It was a game filled with ups and downs, moments of promise, but ultimately the Packers proved to be the better team that night. But what's really concerning for the Commanders isn't just the loss. It's the injury news that's coming out, and trust me when I say, that could have major implications for the team's immediate future. So let's break it down. The big headline here is about Jayden Daniels, the quarterback who's been making waves early in the season. According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, Daniels had to undergo an MRI after suffering a knee injury during the game. And the results weren't exactly what anyone wanted to hear. Rappaport reported that Daniels has a knee sprain, which at first glance might sound minor. But in the NFL, even a relatively minor knee sprain can be a significant concern, especially with the quick turnaround from game to game. The MRI revealed this sprain, and the medical team is now proceeding with caution. They're taking no chances, and that's understandable because, as we all know, the last thing a team wants is to rush a player back and risk something worse. What makes this situation even more delicate is the timing. It's still early in the season, and for a team like the Commanders, every game counts. They're looking to build momentum after their Week 2 loss, and getting a win in Week 3 against the Las Vegas Raiders could be crucial, especially if they want to keep pace with NFC contenders. But now, with Jayden Daniels potentially in doubt for that game, everything becomes a little more complicated. Rappaport mentioned that the team is expected to be cautious, which means we might not see Daniels on the field against the Raiders. And honestly, that's a smart move. It's better to let him heal properly rather than risking a setback that could sideline him even longer. Now, this opens the door for Marcus Mariota, the backup quarterback. And if you're a Commanders fan, you know how important having a reliable backup can be, especially in a league where injuries are almost inevitable. Mariota is no stranger to stepping into the starting role. He's been a seasoned veteran in the NFL and has already shown he can be a game changer when called upon. Last season, he stepped in for Daniels at times, and he proved that he has what it takes to keep the offense moving. His experience, mobility, and ability to make quick decisions make him a valuable asset, particularly in situations like this where the health of your starter is uncertain. If Daniels does end up missing Week 3, it's Mariota who will likely get the nod. And honestly, that's not a bad situation to be in. Cliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator, has always appreciated having a versatile quarterback at his disposal, and Mariota fits that mold perfectly. He can extend plays with his legs, find receivers downfield, and keep the offense unpredictable. For the Commanders, it's all about managing this injury carefully, giving Daniels the time he needs to recover fully, and making sure that they don't rush him back too soon. Because, as we all know, rushing back a player with a knee injury can lead to setbacks, and no one wants that, especially not with such an important season ahead. Looking at the broader picture, the Commanders are in a pivotal moment. They had high expectations coming into this season, especially after a relatively strong finish last year. The addition of new pieces on the roster, the development of young players, and the coaching strategies under Ron Rivera have all pointed toward a team that could make some noise in the NFC. But injuries like this, especially to key players like Daniels, can throw a wrench into those plans. It's about depth, resilience, and the ability to adapt quickly. And that's where the coaching staff's experience really comes into play. They've been here before, navigating through injuries and setbacks, and they know how crucial it is to keep the team motivated and focused. Now, let's talk a little about the season so far. The Commanders showed flashes of their potential in Week 1, where they managed to secure a solid victory, demonstrating a balanced attack and a stout defense. But then came the loss in Week 2, which exposed some areas that need improvement. The offense in particular has looked promising at times, but consistency has been an issue. The defense, traditionally a strong point, has shown resilience, but against a team like Green Bay, even small lapses can be costly. And now, with this injury situation, the team's overall rhythm might be disrupted just when they're trying to find their groove. What's giving fans some hope is the talent and experience on the roster. Besides Mariota, there's a lot of young talent that could step up if needed. Players like Brian Robinson Jr., Terry McLaurin, and Dax Hill have all shown that they're ready to take on bigger roles, and that's crucial for a team that might have to face adversity early in the season. The coaching staff, led by Ron Rivera, has always emphasized resilience and adaptability, and this situation with Daniels falling injured is no different. They'll need to rally around Mariota if he's the starter, and they'll need to keep pushing forward no matter what. And speaking of the NFC East, this division is shaping up to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. The Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and now the Washington Commanders are all fighting hard, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. Any injury to a key player can shift the balance, and that's why every game, every snap, takes on even more importance. The Commanders have a chance to prove their resilience this season, but it'll require depth, smart game management, and a little bit of luck when it comes to injuries. In terms of expectations, many analysts predicted that the Commanders could be dark horse contenders if they could stay healthy and find consistency on offense. The defense, known for its aggressive style under Jack Del Rio, has been a backbone. But now, with the quarterback position possibly in flux, the offense will rely even more heavily on playmakers like McLaurin and Robinson. The development of young players and the coaching staff's ability to adjust game plans will be critical in navigating this challenging period. Now, you might be wondering, what's the outlook for Jayden Daniels himself? Well, it's still early days, but the fact that the team is taking a cautious approach suggests they're not rushing him back. Knee sprains can vary in severity, and the last thing anyone wants is to see a promising season derailed by rushing an injured player onto the field too soon. The team's medical staff will likely continue to monitor his recovery closely, and if all goes well, he might be able to return later in the season. But right now, the focus is on healing, rehabilitation, and making sure that when he does come back, he's fully ready to lead the team again. Of course, this situation isn't just about one player. It's about the entire team's resilience and their ability to adapt mid-season. The Commanders have a talented roster, and they've shown they can overcome adversity before. But this injury news is a reminder that the NFL is a league where depth truly matters. One injury can change the course of a season. Fans should stay optimistic, support their team through thick and thin, and trust that the coaching staff will do everything possible to keep the team competitive. At the end of the day, the NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint. Every team faces setbacks, but it's how they respond that defines their journey. The Commanders have a lot to prove, and this injury to Jayden Daniels is just a chapter in their story. Whether Mariota steps up and leads them to victory in Week 3, or if Daniels makes a speedy recovery, the drama, the hope, and the passion are all still very much alive. Fans can look forward to exciting games ahead, and if there's one thing that's certain, it's that the NFC East will continue to be one of the most intriguing divisions in football this season. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this injury situation? Do you believe Daniels will recover in time, or do you think Mariota is ready to lead the team? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. Whether it's game analysis, injury reports, or player updates, we've got you covered. Thanks for being part of this journey, and as always, let's keep the passion alive for our beloved Commanders.